Carboni tourism is made up of 3 individuals with diverse and complementary skill sets. We have Amir Gergis, who's based in Egypt. He's a medical doctor with over 15 years in the tourism industry. Then we have Diana. She's a carbon market expert and has extensive experience working in conservation projects. Myself, sustainability professional with a master's in environmental management and a background in computer science. Imagine it's a warm summer evening. You and your friends are out on a safari. You've made your way to the topmost part of the park. The sun is setting, the sky is orange. Below you, you can see a few animals trying to find shelter for the evening. There's a cold breeze blowing on your face, and you're lost in moments, mesmerized by nature. Now let's get back here. Many of us have had these beautiful experiences, but many times we forget that these human and business activities have negative impact to the environment. We forget that if not protected, these attractions may not be there for future generations. Knowing this, many tourists, myself included, would like a way to reduce these negative impacts and contribute positively to the local communities in these areas. Research actually shows that 48% of tourists are willing to offset their emissions, but do not know how or where to do it. We talked to tourists and more than 50% wanted to offset their emissions. In terms of market size, this is more than 90 million tourists out of the 200 million that visited Africa and Middle East in 2019. And this is where Carboni tourism comes in. Carboni tourism is trying to create a system to seamlessly link tourists with local climate projects through carbon offsetting. We'll be working with tourism businesses such as dive centers and tour companies. We're testing different business models, but we're currently focusing on a B2B opt-out approach. In this case, we would integrate our software into the booking sites of companies. So when a tourist goes online to book a trip or other activities, our algorithm would pick up the data points most relevant to calculate emissions. It would estimate the tourist's total emissions, then add the cost to the cost of the trip. The tourist, of course, has the option to opt out and not offset their emissions. But for the tourist who chooses to offset their emissions, they can choose a local community project to benefit from the offset. The community projects are chosen on the basis of having either social, economic, or environmental benefits. At Carboni Tourism, we are dreaming big. We want to revolutionize ecotourism by creating communities of tourists, businesses, and local people, all working to fund and promote climate projects.